my name is Alina, and I am diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, SIBO, and leaky gut. I first got sick when I was 12 years old, and I was misdiagnosed, actually just undiagnosed, for 7 years. I didn't know what was wrong. I was throwing up 50 times a day, which caused me to lose a social life, drop out of school, well, become homeschooled. I graduated early because of it, so I'm very thankful for that. But it was very hard to be a teenager and not know what was wrong with me, to not be able to go out with my friends and eat normally, to have to schedule my life around a sickness that I didn't know what was wrong with me. I felt super invalid, and my symptoms just never got any better. I actually just got worse and worse as I got older. And about a year ago, it was so bad that I couldn't leave my house. I was sleeping all day, all night. I had fevers and chills, and I was just constantly throwing up. And so my mom decided that we had to do something to change. And so we started seeking other holistic help. And that's when I was diagnosed with over 60 food allergies, SIBO, and ulcerative colitis. So since then, I've been on the path to healing. I went on a very strict diet of pretty much chicken broth and vegetables for 4 or 5 months. And slowly, I started incorporating other foods back in. But this still affects my life. I still have to live with it. And being a young adult in this society, it's very hard to navigate because most people don't understand what an autoimmune disease is. Most people haven't heard of it. And if they have, they think it only applies to older people. But as society continues to eat unhealthy, it's just a growing concern, especially in a younger generation like me. So I think it's super important to spread awareness. And that's why I ended up starting my podcast, Trust Your Gut, all about autoimmune diseases, all about what they are and who gets them and how you get them and how you live your life going forward. I'm at a place in my life where, as much as my health is a huge part of my everyday concern, I every day think about it, it's not something that I have to focus on as much anymore. Like I said, the past year has been really difficult, and really just all of my energy and all of my time has been focused on getting better because I was so sick that I couldn't even function. I couldn't go out with friends. I couldn't work. I couldn't do anything that I wanted to do. But ever since I was a little girl, I've been passionate about singing and dancing and acting. And I'm at a place right now that I can start doing that again. And so it's really been so amazing to see that through holistic healing, through food, and through just listening to my body, I've been able to heal and do the things that I love to do again. So in the future, I hope to put out my first album and just continue with musical theater, when COVID is over and everything. But I'm super excited for the future, and I'm very actually thankful for the past year of healing, because now I feel like I understand my body so much more than most of my friends and most people that go through life now. I was let down by Western medicine. I was told I had an eating disorder when I obviously didn't. I was thrown around by so many different specialists and just constantly traveling to see different doctors and go to different hospitals and get different treatments that didn't work. I was put on a lot of antibiotics that ended up hurting my gut. So I thought that switching to a holistic approach really did help diagnose an autoimmune disease. And I think it's like that for a lot of people with autoimmune diseases, because it affects a lot of different parts of your body. Your body is literally attacking itself, and so you might have a symptom that is kind of unrelated to what your main problem is. So looking at the whole body is very important. However, I do think that pharmaceutical Western medicine has its place. Through my treatment, I had a few kidney infections and a few things that had to be treated in a hospital. And even though that set me back on my holistic journey because I had to take antibiotics, overall, I wouldn't be here if we hadn't gotten that under control. I think that a podcast or a platform like FringeRX is super important because nobody really knows what an autoimmune disease is, and if they do, they don't really care about it. They don't think it'll affect them. And they don't even know that there are all these other types of treatments out there. I didn't know. That's why I was undiagnosed for 7 years. And thankfully, through social media and through these types of platforms, there's more awareness. Back in 2012, when I first got sick, there were no other options like FringeRX or like a holistic doctor, or at least none that I was aware of. But now, because of social media and through these platforms, like what Anna here is doing, it's spreading more awareness. And I think that in the upcoming years, we will just have to keep spreading more awareness, because it's a persisting problem. It's not getting any better. More people are going to get sick. Younger people are going to get sick just because of the lifestyle that we have now. And it's unfortunate, but I'm really thankful for these different types of platforms that are spreading awareness and showing people that there are other types of healing.